So now I am scrambling around trying to save this shit. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking that the show is dead. Because like I said, it can't move forward without this tech cue. And, so they're frozen. I'm, like I said, kicking everything to make noise for them to get a cue. But I'm scrambling to save this show in an instant, thinking that it is dying before my very eyes. And all this investment, all the running around Hollywood Boulevard, buying those old Cosmos, using my mother's good gold necklaces as accessories. Oh, and they get stolen from backstage, by the way, like, $400 in gold. I don't know, whatever. Again, hyperfixation, like production design, wardrobe, I didn't expect the tech problem to bring down the show. So like I said, I got through that tech nightmare, that opening night. And I just greeted my mentor, lovely bestie friend from when I was a member of La Mama Theater Group from 74 to 77. Who cares? But so she's so gracious. And it was such an obvious catastrophe. And this is killing me because the way I envisioned it and the way I directed it in the dress rehearsal was perfect. And opening night was crap. Because the whole thing gets lost in the error. This tech error so glaring. So now I'm praying because I'm not breathing yet, because I got 2 nights ahead of me. So I go back through, I didn't retape the smashing sounds, but I'm just doing everything I can to make sure that this one button gets pushed and they get their cues and don't freeze on stage with nowhere to go. So second night, button pushes, sound happens, mediocre in my opinion, sort of pulling it off in terms of performance and timing. But I didn't ruin the show by the mailbox sounds not crashing, at least. Final night, closing night. So now I'm breathing a little bit because the first night disaster I'm recovered from, barely. The second night, which felt like a dress rehearsal walkthrough, because we're all basically waiting for that same frigging tech nightmare to drop the shoe to drop again. So it was a little distracting, I mean, if you can imagine, you're in your character, you're doing your thing, but you keep thinking last night was a catastrophe. Is it going to happen again? That doesn't help with concentration. So final night comes around, right? Gold necklaces haven't been stolen yet. I'm not too distracted or preoccupied. So we start and it's going well. And the timing, I'm getting goosebumps. The timing is perfect and they're laughing and it's punching. And then the moment comes and it is the loudest, smashiest, most perfect version of the sound that was supposed to come out of the button that the audience actually gasped. They loved it because it's a comedy. So in the middle of all that it's kind of not slapsticky, but it's just loud and unexpected, which, makes for good comedy sometimes. And I pulled it off. And it went perfect and it sounded perfect. And the actresses knew that it was now in full steam. And I guess long story longer, that show was a complete success. It was so flawless from the way that we had envisioned it and practiced it and rehearsed it and dress rehearsed it, that the joy of it actually being pulled off the way we originally wanted and saw it and prayed for it to. Finally, that moment came around. And of course, we're doing jumping up and down, group hugs, all of us in the dressing room with my mom's gold necklace is stolen. Oh, well, small price to pay. But anyway, thanks for putting up with this story. I haven't talked about my directorial debut for theater, such as it was, in ages. So I appreciate that, you tolerating all that. And in the meantime, take good care of yourself as always. Tomorrow, same lineup, everything. I mean, I'm pretty predictable in an unpredictable kind of way. And you know what? I love you. Bye.